Hello, my dear friends. Uh, I have I don't know if you call it sad duty, but I have the duty to inform all of you of a very simple fact. The President of the United States of America is a pervert. Understand what I just said. The President of the United States of America is a pervert. Now, you just don't say something like that without backing it up. That's a pretty serious charge. A definition of a pervert, dictionary definition, a person whose sexual behavior is regarded as abnormal and unacceptable. So, as you probably know, that you people that follow me, I have a pretty wide strike zone when it comes to people's sexual behavior. In other words, if it's two consenting adults, or hell, if it's look at our friends the Zigglers in Sarasota or the Falwells, that if you want to jump in a pile and everybody is fine with the pile, then you're not a pervert. All right. So I'm not coming at this from some moral Mount Olympus, but what is totally unacceptable. You know what I'm saying when I say consent, adults, like that's what they call the age majority, which is now universally 18 in the United States. And what evidence do we have, James? So this is a long time since I've been in law school. wasn't a very good law student, but evidence. There's a thing called hearsay, and that's kind of like I don't want to get into because I probably got technically some of it wrong, but it means that guy told me I shot the bitch. Okay. And then I tell the police, and then they call me, and it's hearsay. Judge, it can be a big fierce argument as to whether you let it in, cross examine, are you hard of hearing? Did you have something against it? It's actually, in other words, that's somebody saying, I said this to somebody else. That's a part of evidence. The single best evidence that exists is something that they call an admission against interest. Now, if I say I shot the bitch, that is an admission against interest, but somebody else is saying it, so at some level it's hearsay. However, if I say it on television or I say it on video, then you're not going to get any better evidence than that. I mean, if I'm sitting there with the smoking gun and they got cell phone camera on me, then that's compelling evidence. So Trump has gone out of his way to tell us he's a pervert. He's talked about. This is very difficult. I don't hate to bring this up, but we got to do this. His youngest daughter, I think her name was Tiffany, and was fantasizing about her breast when she was an infant. That's just fucking weird. Okay, that's pervert shit. Then he talked on Howard Stern about having sex with his oldest daughter. Uh, Come on, man. I'm not that sheltered. I'm 80 years old. All right, I've been around the world once. I've been to Arkansas twice. I've seen and heard a lot of shit in my life. I have never, ever heard of anybody fantasizing about having sex with their daughter. That you're a pervert. All right. Now you can go through and you can do all the research you want. They have these beauty contests, these teen beauty contests. He's lurking around the dressing room. The man is a genuine perv. Genuine without any question about it. And I'm sorry. He just is. And so now, when you're evaluating the whole Jeffrey Epstein I don't know what you call it, a fiasco or something. State of mind, just whether you believe it, anything or not, state of mind is a really, really critical thing. And he has his, we say down here, he has a little proclivity about underage females. Yeah, that's what he's got, a little proclivity about underage females. So, there's something here that he doesn't want you to know. It's pretty clear. They're all tied up in a knot. They don't plan Bondi is dumber than concrete. And they're all they don't know whether they'll wind their asses or scratch their watch, and they're coming up with a different freaking story every day. But the big story seems to be that Todd Blanche, who was Trump's lawyer and got convicted on 34 felonies, and if I ever need a lawyer, remind me not to call this motherfucker, went down and highly unusual to the federal penitentiary in Tallahassee and interviewed her. And then they asked Trump about giving her a pardon. Please give her a pardon. Because, first of all, hey, Todd, you better get your ass out to Santa Fe and talk to the New Mexico officials, because they were running a little ring from press reports. You can check this out. I think that Epstein and Glenn had a 7,500 acre ranch or something out in Santa Fe. I don't believe that the people in New Mexico very much cotton to taking underage girls into their state and molesting them. They might take a dim view on that. And what I would also urge, and also, whatever you do, please read my friend Tina Brown on Substack, who knows a lot about that culture and a lot about Ms. Maxwell. And, well, Miss Tina took Miss Maxwell to the woodshed, to put it bluntly. I would advise you, for further detail, to read that. I would also advise you to read my friend Sidney Blumenthal in The Guardian. There's no paywall. It's free. You can read it. But they also would advise all concerned to read the sentencing memo from the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. I would also advise to listen to the federal judge's remarks on sentencing Ms. Maxwell. Now, this is something very important. Very important. All this creepy crap, grooming these young women. Of course, I got to go all through that. All right, it's just too. It's really, if you try to think about it, it's just too fucking icky to think about. But they could have easily prosecuted it seems to me the fact would have been very easy for the government to convict her of perjury. Yeah, that's right. Perjury. It's called lying under oath. So do they think that anybody is going to believe a single fucking thing that she says? No. So what I say is, bring it on. Pardon her. All right? Then, after you pardon, send your goddamn lawyer to Santa Fe. But this man is repetitively, publicly fantasized about having sex with underage females. He was actually asked, well, what age limit you wouldn't go before? And I think his consensus number was 12. Yeah, that's right. Look it up. That's what he said. So again, I'm not being Clarence Darrow or Louis Brandeis or something. It's a division against interest. It's the highest form of evidence that exists. So when you go to bed at night and tell your kids goodnight stories, you gather around, people understand that the president of the United States of America is a self-admitted and public pervert. I don't know. I never thought I'd have to say that, but that's what it is. And my strong hope, if this fire can rage any more than it's raging, if another lull can make any difference, pardon Miss Maxwell, please, because that's going to make nothing go away. No one's going to believe a word that comes out of her mouth. And let her deal with the officials in New Mexico. This was one of the sleaziest, scummiest, most disgusting things that not just happened to any president of the United States, for God's sake, it's not even close, to anybody I've seen. And let me assure you, this is not going away. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. It's not going away. The documentaries are coming, the books are coming, the long form journalism are coming, the leakers are coming, and your fucking fifth rate Pam Bundy, Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, Jesus, man. Don't even get me started. Pete Hegseth, the Laura Loomer. What a pack of fucking idiots. So put them all out there, pardon her, and let's go to town here, people. We got real work to do. As disgusting as this is, it's our duty to see that this fire keeps burning, and burn it will. Thank you very much.